Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our videocast and podcast by www.univrm.com. And today is one of our current event news articles with a lot of humor and satire titled Political Legacies. Generally, political legacies in current event news about programs such as the New Deal, Marshall Plan, or other grand ideas created by politicians address a particular program at a time during a specific problem. What it is not, but should be, current event news are all the laws written by politicians for some reason of the moment, then forgotten about, or added to the ever-increasing volume of social controls. When was the last time you read about politicians getting rid of laws which are reactionary or obviously out of date? Politicians make more laws because they believe by doing so they can retain power, get reelected, attract attention, and use whatever bombast needed to self-promote their own interests. Anyone who flies on a plane knows we must now go through extreme security procedures to travel, including taking off our shoes, belts, and being subjected to other indignities. Most of these laws, rules, regulations came into being after one idiot tried to do something stupid and politicians created an uproar affecting the other 99.99999% of us as a remedy. It's quite funny the same logic doesn't apply to major companies. Person A crashes a car into person B, so cars are outlawed. Nope, that doesn't happen. Generally, reactionary laws to small problems leave long-lasting political legacies with unintended consequences. Every country has these type of laws, but a recent article in Divine Caroline about U.S. laws applicable to similar political legacies of political stupidity in action. Divine Caroline's article by Annie Tucker Morgan titled, "I'm Under Arrest for What? 50 Bizarre U.S. Laws." You can see a link to the article and the Divine Caroline on our website. The article is an extremely funical article, and we're quoting it below. Remember, it's not just the U.S. which has these sorts of laws. Every country has them as part of political legacies by our politicians. A little humor and satire for your day. In Alabama, it's illegal to wear a fake mustache that causes laughter in church. In Alaska, whispering in someone's ear while he's moose hunting is prohibited. In Arizona, cutting down a cactus may earn you a 25-year prison term. In Arkansas, it's illegal to mispronounce the state of Arkansas. California, you may not eat an orange in your bathtub. In Colorado, it's unlawful to lend your vacuum cleaner to your next-door neighbor in the city of Denver. In Connecticut, a pickle cannot actually be a pickle unless it bounces. In Delaware, it's illegal to get married on a dare. In Washington, D.C., it's against the law to post a public notice calling someone a coward for refusing to accept a duel. In Florida, if you tie an elephant to a parking meter, you must pay the same parking fee as you would for a vehicle. In Georgia, it's illegal to change the clothes on a storefront mannequin unless you draw the shades first. In Hawaii, all residents may be fined for not owning a boat. In Idaho, a man must not give his sweetheart a box of candy weighing fewer than 50 pounds. In Illinois, it's illegal to take a French poodle to the opera in the city of Chicago. Indiana, the value of pi is 4, not 3.1415. In Iowa, one-armed piano players must perform for free. In Kansas, it's illegal to throw knives at men wearing striped suits in the city of Natoma. Kentucky, every citizen is required to take a shower once a year. In Louisiana, biting someone with your natural teeth constitutes simple assault, but biting someone with your false teeth classifies as aggravated assault. In Maine, if you keep your Christmas If you keep your Christmas decorations on display after January 14th, you'll be fined. In Maryland, it's against the law to wash or scrub a sink no matter how dirty it is. Baltimore. In Massachusetts, no gorilla is allowed in the back seat of any car. In Michigan, a woman may not cut her own hair without her husband's permission. In Minnesota, it's illegal to paint a sparrow with the intent of selling it as a parakeet. Harper Woods. In Mississippi, walking a dog without dressing it in diapers is forbidden in the city of Temperance. In Missouri, children may buy shotguns in Kansas City, but not toy cap guns. In Montana, it's a felony for a wife to open her husband's mail. In Nebraska, bar owners may not sell beer unless they brew a kettle of soup simultaneously. In Nevada, it's illegal for men with mustaches to kiss women. In New Hampshire, it's forbidden to sell the clothes you're wearing to pay off a gambling debt. In New Jersey, it's against the law for a man to knit during the fishing season. In New Mexico, females may not appear unshaven in public. In New York, while riding in an elevator, you must talk to no one, fold your hands, and look toward the door. In North Carolina, it's against the law to sing off-key. In North Dakota, it's illegal to lie down and fall asleep with your shoes on. In Ohio, you must honk the horn whenever you pass another car, according to the state's driver education manual. In Oklahoma, it's forbidden to take a bite out of another person's hamburger. In Oregon, state law requires dishes to be drip-dried. In Pennsylvania, it's illegal to sleep on top of a refrigerator or outdoors. In Pennsylvania, it's illegal to sleep on top of a refrigerator outdoors. In Rhode Island, you may not bite off another person's leg. In South Carolina, if a man promises to marry an unmarried woman, he is required by law to keep his promise. In South Dakota, it is illegal to lie down and fall asleep in a cheese factory. In Tennessee, selling hollow logs is strictly forbidden. In Texas, you may not shoot a buffalo from the second story of a hotel. In Utah, it is illegal not to drink milk. In Vermont, women must obtain written permission from their husband to wear false teeth. In Virginia, tickling a woman is unlawful. In Washington, the state, it's illegal to pretend that one's parents are wealthy. In West Virginia, if you make fun of someone who does not accept a challenge, you risk a 6-month prison sentence. In Wisconsin, unless a customer specifically requests it, margarine may not be substituted for butter in a restaurant. In Wyoming, unless you have an official permit, you may not take a picture of a rabbit from January to April. In current event news, these political legacies, quoted from Annie Tucker Morgan's article for Divine Caroline, an extremely funny way of pointing out just how absurd people elected to office can become, and their enduring political legacy, which, while laughable, is still law. This has been a videocast and podcast brought to you by www.univrm.com, and we look forward to bringing you more in future.